It's the Somebody Show. Thought we'd do a serious episode today.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Very serious.
So I never know you're looking at that camera, and I got to figure out what camera I'm supposed to be looking at. It
changes
every
time. We have a new producer today. Producer Peanut abandoned us.
Yes.
Sean's
fiance.
Fiance.
Yeah.
I say wife all the time because you might as well be, right? That's what I think.
Yeah.
Right? Sean may think differently, but I can't say that. Yeah, I thought we'd do a really serious episode today. So there's no funny.
Well, I'll tell you what, we had a serious incident in our house, if you want to do a segue to that.
Yeah, that's a good segue.
Yeah, we had our little 11-month-old son on Faith's birthday last Friday. Took a header down our flight of stairs.
Wow. On purpose?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he won't tell us why he did it, but he refuses to give up the information. But he fell down. He took a header down the stairs, and we
didn't stick the landing.
Well, we have a reenactment that we can show.
Okay. But it's not actual footage.
But it's not. This is not actual footage. Nobody was hurt during this.
Okay.
And luckily, Killian wasn't hurt during the actual incident.
Okay.
Got a little bump on his head, but we stayed. We got all the CT scans, and he was as happy as he ever was. Just a little hungry after 7 hours in the ER, but we were all better for it, and we learned a lesson to always make sure the gate is up.
Yeah. Well, let's watch the reenactment real quick so that we can see what happened. All right. Here we go. And go. All right. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's serious business, dude.
That happened.
And that wasn't the real thing?
That was not the real thing, although we did a pretty good reenactment.
I was going to say, that would have been shitty if you had a camera set up, the whole time.
And pushed him over. Yeah. Do it again. Well, I'll tell you what. So we got home from the ER. Faith's sister met us at the house, and they were going to a concert, and Faith put him down to get ready for the concert.
Okay.
Beeline right for the stairs. As soon as we got home, beeline right for the stairs. So, yeah.
Hey, talking about a bad transition or segue?
Love it.
Will you please like and subscribe our show?
Yes.
Is that what I like and subscribe to our show?
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe.
We're supposed to say that.
Please like our show. I don't think you do likes on YouTube. I think it's just subscribe.
The thumbs up. You can do the thumbs up.
Hey, oh, you can't.
Because I thumbs down every video we're in.
I don't give a shit if you like the show. Honestly, I expect that you don't like the show. Most of you have told me you don't. But I really need you to subscribe.
Yes.
Like if Sean and I are going to keep doing this, we have to have you subscribe, apparently.
We do.
Every other YouTube show I watch says, subscribe to our show. And I'm like, what does that mean? And then but we've learned that you have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to make money at all on YouTube. Like to monetize your channel.
Yes.
We have 67?
68.
68?
Yeah,
so we're close. So we decided we're going to start doing milestones.
Like and subscribe. Yes, at 100.
Yeah, at 100 subscribers, we're going to have a very special guest on.
Yep.
That is, I said she, so you already know. That's one clue. Every episode until we get there, we're going to give you more clues.
Yes.
All right, I just winked. All right, not winking to the guest that's coming, winking to all of you out there.
Yes.
And it's Sean, you have a good wink. Why don't you wink to the camera?
I don't really know how to wink.
You got a basketball?
I got a basketball. Yeah, we're gonna.
This is for our guest.
This little. Speaking of name drops.
Yeah.
Big guest.
We usually don't do this, but before the guest comes out, we're going to tell you we have Jay Wright today.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We're moving on up in the world.
It's not the Jay Wright, Sean.
Oh.
It's AJ Wright.
Oh.
But I don't know. That may be offensive to him. We'll have to ask him about that. Because to him, he's probably the Jay Wright. But there's another Jay Wright. I'm not from this area. From Philadelphia. That's good. From the Philadelphia area. But there's a famous Jay Wright, I guess.
Yeah, he's pretty famous. Handsome man, well-dressed man. Won one or two national championships, I think. One.
Where?
At Villanova.
Oh. Okay, so it's a Villanova coach?
Yes, sir.
Told me? All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that Jay Wright.
No.
So you guys can tune out now. Sorry, Jay. Jay's sitting over here. He's like, these guys are assholes. What did they bring me out here to do? Should we talk to him?
Yeah, please.
All right. So let's go to commercial. I think we covered everything we wanted to talk about in the opening, right?
I think so.
We got the baby violence. That'll have to be a regular segment. We talk about baby violence.
Yes.
We can't go there. Is that one of these untouchable subjects?
People.
Okay.
The average view might drop down to under 10 minutes if you start talking about. Now, what I would love to get is, I don't know if we have camera shot, is the spider that is behind you.
Oh, that's our first guest.
Sorry.
Is this Charlotte? Charlotte hails from a farm locally. She has a best friend named
Babe?
Wilbur.
Wilbur.
The
wrong
two
pig.
educators in the room love me right now. Like, yes, she knew it. Oh, they don't care. Charlotte, what is the craziest dream you ever had?
Okay. That's it. That's
I didn't hear her. She didn't say anything. Spiders don't talk. Not in real life.
No.
I have to constantly remind my 8-year-old son that movies, TV, YouTube shows, songs are not real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyway, let's go to commercial.
Train wreck, huh?
We'll be right back with our guest, and I hope that we're not even 7 minutes yet, so you should be coming back after this. So we'll see you in a minute.
Yep.
Know how I save money? With unsweetened Kool-Aid and sugar, just like my mom did. I remember how she'd mix a big pitcher full. Kool-Aid was so good and so inexpensive. It's still as delicious as ever. Today, with my sugar, it's about 12 cents a quart. Has vitamin C, too. I like giving Kathy what my mom gave me.
Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix and your sugar. You loved it as a kid, you trust it as a mother.
We are back with the Somebody Show.
Yeah.
Sean.
You're not going to do the same joke you do every time we come back? We made it back.
No.
Yeah.
It's old shit. I don't know. Yeah, no, we're going to have a guest now come out
Yep.
and talk to us
Yep.
and tell us some funny stuff. And,
Okay.
Or maybe some serious stuff. No, we decided to do a serious show. Serious show. He's going to tell us serious stuff.
Okay.
Are we serious?
No.
No.
No, that's not working.
All right. Our first guest is coming.
Only guest.
If you like people who say stuff, our next guest is going to blow your hair back. Please welcome to Somebody Show, Jay Wright. Yes.
How are you?
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Man, thank you. For
Good to
coming.
see you. Thank you so much.
Have a seat. You feel like you're on a real talk show?
I do. I love it. I love the whole setup of this thing. It's fantastic.
Do you have a favorite talk show? Do you ever watch talk shows?
I do. You know what I really like is I like the Jimmy Fallon show. I like how he changes and gets his guests involved in everything.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a lot of fun.
We have a really cool segment where we do like a dunk tank with you today.
Oh, cool. I'm in.
We have kindergartners going to come and they're going to throw. So you should be sitting up there
I
for a long
should
time.
be okay.
They have horrible arms, kindergartners. They can't throw. Hey, I don't know. Have you seen a kindergarten can throw really well?
Not since I was in kindergarten. No.
Ooh.
Yeah, you like that, right? You like that.
I'll tell you what. Oh, I did that one time. We went. I was in 6th grade or whatever, speaking to kindergartners,
Yeah.
and I remember throwing it as hard as I could at the dunk tank.
Yeah.
And it missed the dunk tank, and it hit the brick wall behind it, and it bounced back and hit some little kindergartner in the face, and like completely blew her face up. It was like one of the
Oh,
worst things I've ever.
Like
Heard.
real baseball?
The softball.
Softball.
Yeah. So that happened. Yeah.
That's really bad, Sean.
More
really
baby
just brought
violence.
this down to like a
More
like
baby
a
violence.
serious episode. We talked about we were going to do a serious episode as a joke, and then you ran with it.
Yeah. Right in the face.
Bet you the kid learned something that day.
Well, yeah. Keep your eye on the
dunk
ball.
tank,
Yeah, that too. One or
Right?
the other. Yeah.
Speaking of which, you're an educator.
I am. Yes.
All right, so you like to teach kids lessons?
I often try to. Yes. That's the key. Yes.
But are you like a really friendly, nice, like friend teacher that all the kids love?
I like to think so. I like to think that I try to connect with the
like a jerk to
kids. Yeah, at times. Some kids probably could agree with that. But I try to connect with kids on a different level. Yeah, it's cool.
What age and what?
So believe it or not, I teach middle school.
Okay.
Been doing it for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Which is insane to me. But I have the fun subjects. I teach PE, physical education, which is
Everybody
great.
loves your class.
Yes.
And I
Not
also,
every kid.
Well,
Not every, yeah.
There's a couple that.
And I also teach health.
Okay.
So I get to teach them about their brains, their bodies, and everything they're going through from the age of sixth grade to 8th grade.
Do they get into that subject at that age?
No giggling at all, right? In your those classes?
No. We actually dive full force into it.
I heard Kama Sutra is a full in the curriculum.
It's working in. Okay. Slowly but surely.
Appropriate. I apologize. It's like I'm out. Done. That's it.
No, it's totally okay.
We'll have a guest walk out eventually, someday, probably. I
Yeah.
would imagine a guest is going to be like, I can't. Not
Today might be the
take off
day.
the microphone.
That'll be
I might just slam it all down and just go. Yeah.
The Rudy Giuliani guest.
Flip the table. Love
On
it.
my way out, like Real Housewives. Let's do it that way. Fantastic. I'm in.
So I've been trying to get you on the show for a while now.
You have.
I've seen this guy, and they're like, hey, we really want to have you do the show. So I know Jay through my wife at work.
Right.
And actually, this is a horrible transition because I'm not good at segueing. But I think the first time I heard of you is my wife said, this guy knows who you are. And I was like, what?
Finally.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes.
finally somebody.
Yes.
She said, no, he doesn't like you. He just knows who you are.
Yes. Your wife is correct. I am a fan.
Oh.
I'm a fan for actually a really funny reason is You're in the movie How High.
I am.
That was one of our favorite movies that we watched as in like our 20s. So we watched it time and time again. I actually probably still own it on VHS somewhere. Yeah, and
Give him his $15 back.
right.
Chris.
And
I'll give you a t-shirt.
you are the bad guy in there. You know, you're the guy who rose.
Yeah.
But you know, I liked your character. But you know, there was something about your character that stood out to me, and you dated Lark Voorhees in the movie.
Lisa Turtle.
And that's the piece, right? I am a huge Saved by the Bell fan, and you know, part of it was I love the movie, but then you know, Lisa Turtle's in the movie, and then you're dating Lisa Turtle. I didn't think you were good for her, but I mean, like, it was cool. It was cool.
Good match.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, stepping outside the character, because as an actor, when
Right.
you play the character,
Yeah.
you're never a bad guy.
Right.
Every actor will tell you, if you're playing a bad guy, you cannot think of yourself as a bad guy.
I understand
And as
that.
a real person, in the real world, my character was an asshole.
Your
So he's
character was
good.
not the best. Yes.
He's not good.
It'd be a good idea to maybe. What would Bart Fart be doing right now? What are we, 21 years after the?
During the pandemic, I wanted to do a little Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok
Yeah.
thing called Bart on the Pot,
Yeah.
because I was going to do it while I was sitting on a toilet.
Yeah.
As Bart Fart, you know.
I love it.
At the end of the movie, he gets high.
Yeah.
So he's on the pot. You
I
know?
love it. I love it.
Rastafarian now.
You know, there's a market for that right now because what we're seeing is all of these old time TV shows. They're all coming back and like popping back up. So you know they're popping up on TikTok.
Fuller House.
And Fuller House, but I'm talking about like the stars who were like big, like you know people who were like on Disney shows.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
You know anyone who might have been on Disney or Nickelodeon?
I mean, there's a few, like Miley Cyrus.
No. I'm talking about like like those people, but people who may have had like smaller roles or played superheroes at some point.
Oh, I did that.
Oh, was
I
that
did
you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. So, like, I think if you went back in there, if you
Wait,
could
were
find
you on
that
Nickelodeon?
costume.
No, on Disney Channel.
Oh,
I did a
look
show
at you.
called Mighty Med. Yeah, I played
Mighty-
Titanio.
Really?
It was like
Yeah.
an Iron Man character. I was like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Imagine, I never saw it. Imagine that.
You know
I wonder
who's-
a lot of people probably say that, right?
Well, the best part is you know, Chris, when he first asked me to do the show, is we're walking from the soccer field, and he's walking to the soccer field. And,
Dreamweaver.
right? It was like a perfect timing. So he's like, "Hey, I got this show I want to do," and I was like, looked at my oldest daughter,
Yeah.
and I was like, "You know who this is?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "It's Titanium." She's like, "What? Oh my God!" She was like totally
awesome.
excited.
Yeah.
So look at that.
Generation.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You have fans
Two
in our
fans.
house. I
Two
can't believe
fans.
it, right?
You didn't tell the part of the story when we were walking close to each other or walking toward each other that I was walking towards you like this.
That is true.
It was awkward.
That is true. It was in slow motion.
That's our time, Jay. That's our. Can you believe 7 minutes just
That
went
was
by?
fine. I hope it was okay.
I think that was only one. He was worried about how many questions we were going to have. It was one question. I
We're
think
gonna
that
talk
turned
this
into.
more. We're not gonna let this dictate our lives, Jay.
Well, I hope it was okay.
No, it was
Sorry.
great.
It was
Right.
awesome. No, we're gonna.
We're still-
keep going.
All right.
We're still recording.
Okay.
We're not gonna let. I told. See, is this a bad idea? Does it mess with this as a guest? Let's get an
If only-
objective opinion now.
I didn't
That
realize
mess
it was
with
on.
the guest?
Yeah, he didn't. Well, he just heard it beep.
I just heard a beat.
Okay, all right, so I should ignore it.
Yeah.
I'm bringing way too much attention to it. So I was doing a kissy face
Yeah.
as I was walking towards you, and that was awkward.
Oh, we're still doing this?
Yeah.
I thought the bit was over. Sorry.
No, we're sorry. See?
The bit is never over, Jay. The bit is never over.
Stop.
So so go ahead.
No, that was it. No, I think you're right. I think we should have ended it. It was a bad joke to begin with.
Best producer we've ever had.
I know. Jay, you want a job?
Well,
You
I'm
want a
in.
job? We don't
Yeah,
pay.
I'll do it. I'll
We
do
pay
it.
t-shirts.
That's okay. I need more t-shirts.
Yeah.
My wife would kill me.
Do you have a t-shirt collection?
I have. Okay, so how do I put this? I have t-shirts that I never throw away.
I do too.
Yeah. So this morning I woke up and I put on my college t-shirt. And there's just holes. It looks like moths have attacked it.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, "What are you doing with these things?" And she keeps trying to throw them out. And I'm like, each one of these t-shirts is special to me in some way. And she's like, "It has holes in it." I'm like, "Listen, it's like my socks. It's like my underwear. They're mine. I purchased them. You know, they belong to me."
We had a guest on, and I was one of the
Yeah.
questions I was going to start asking more guests. But
Yeah.
since you brought it up, how old are your underwear?
Oh, oof. So I think I try to get new underwear probably like, I don't even know. I can't even tell you last time I bought new underwear. My wife tries to buy it
2
for
years.
me.
5 years. 10 years.
No, not 10
Okay.
years. Not 10 years. I did have underwear for 10 years though.
I have 10-year-old underwear on right now.
That's fantastic.
And they're great.
They're comfy.
They're comfy.
You know why? Because they're
Very few stains.
No, they fit you. They're perfect for your body.
That's what it
You
is.
train those underwear to fit you like no one else.
That's right. My
See?
buddy.
I understand. I hear you.
Yeah. Are you a hoarder?
I like to say no.
Me too.
But my wife would probably disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rachel
Yeah.
disagrees. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but I keep things that have a reason for keeping them.
Yes.
I keep trash.
Right.
I keep things that
Yes.
are necessary or they may have a use eventually.
Right. And when you find that use, it makes you feel so much better. But it might be 15 years down the line.
Right. And there's nothing worse than needing that thing that your wife made you throw away
Exactly.
and you don't have it.
And you know what? You don't realize that you needed it until after she threw it away.
Wives, they suck.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to say. That's what this show's all about. I told you it was a serious episode.
Well-
I'm getting divorced after this.
Well, as I told you
Not because
yesterday,
of me. She's
you
gonna
know,
come to me and say, "Done."
as I told you yesterday, you called me. You were like, "Hey, do you have time to talk?" And I was like, "Listen, I'm babysitting my wife's kids right now."
You said that.
I'm like, I can't talk to you.
They are your progeny.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Are
like,
they you had some genetic
yeah,
influence?
yeah, I have genetic influence, but man, you know, it's babysitting them. That's the tough part. I'll tell you, like, I get exhausted.
Yeah. But I always say my job as a parent is to raise kids that grow up to not be jerks.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes, very true.
I heard someone say recently, like, the important part of parenting is making sure your kid grows up to be happy. F that.
Yes.
I want them not to be jerks.
Yes,
If they're happy, that's great, but I want them not to be jerks.
So we have a great philosophy is like, you know, be as nice as you possibly can, treat people with respect, don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Because if you're a jerk, we will find ways to embarrass you. So that is like our motto to them, and I
Kind of like being a jerk, guys.
Yeah.
I kind of like being a jerk.
I don't know. Listen, the world needs a few jerks just to
Yeah.
kind of break the monotony of niceness. So you're one of those.
You're welcome,
Yeah. But
everybody.
I think there should
Appreciate
be
you.
some kind
Thank you.
of like a certification for it. Like
Yeah.
you should be able to go. You should go to like some place where they certify you as a jerk. They're like, because you don't want to be too jerky.
Right, right.
'Cause you wouldn't be sitting here right now if you were too jerky.
Okay,
All right.
you're right.
So we're gonna go to commercial.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. We'll be right back though with Jay. 'Cause
Perfect.
More to talk about. I have a feeling we could talk for all day.
I hope so. I hope so.
I think we could talk for a long, long time. So watch this commercial. Come back from the commercial. Watch us.
Yeah.
And then
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
So that's a thumbs up, right?
Yes.
Just
Okay.
subscribe. Again, I don't care if you like it, but watch the commercial.
You can unlike it.
Yeah, and then go do some dishes.
Just make sure you close the baby gate.
Yes, make sure the baby gate is closed. We'll be right back.
When can I pick up the pictures?
Thursday. This
Thursday. Okay, let me make a note of that.
You gonna write it down there?
Well, it's going to.
Oh,
yeah.
well, then let's say Tuesday.
You mean 2 days earlier?
No, 5
5 days later. I thought as much.
If this customer were at a Photomat store, we'd be introducing him to our brand new picture pickup promise. Photomat's way of telling you exactly when your pictures will be ready.
That quick?
Sure, and if it doesn't work out, you get a free roll of film.
Oh, no. You get in trouble
Oh,
for
it's
that.
no
I mean,
problem.
Huh?
It's a Photomat policy.
The Photomat picture pickup promise.
Is there a photoman store around here?
All right, we are back with Jay Wright, not the Jay Wright. but
Yeah.
a
Well,
Jay
now
Wright.
is
Now,
the
is
Jay
that
Wright.
offensive if I say not the Jay Wright?
No, it's actually really funny because, you know, I grew up in the area and have lived here my entire life.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I came back and I was a teacher, I'm a coach as well.
Okay.
So I coached football for a long period of time. I still coach track today. And there was a huge hubbub around Villanova that Jay Wright was coming. And so, you know, this guy's coming in, you know, good looking guy,
Yeah.
fancy suits,
Yeah.
all those things. And people are really excited about it. And as the news breaks, I start to get phone calls from family members who know I'm a coach. And they're like, hey, we just want to wish you congratulations. We didn't even know you were up for the Villanova job. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And
He
they're
came from Hofstra, I
yeah.
think, when he
No,
went-
wasn't he at Bucknell or somewhere?
I thought he was sort of at Hofstra.
Yeah.
I think, but either way, yeah, I think that's funny.
But like, so I'm getting all of these phone calls from family members being like, and I'm like, guys, it's not me, right? It's not me. So like, you know, when we talk about it,
Yeah.
I saw you were really upset,
Yeah,
that, you know.
yeah.
But I like to call myself the real Jay Wright because I was in the area first.
You were-
Like this
yeah.
is my territory. But it's great, you know. It's always like passing ships, but I like to tell the story of my daughter who, you know, we were calling her up and we were trying to get her into a soccer team and we were a little late for tryouts. And they were like, oh, what's your name? And I was like, oh, it's Jay Wright.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, no problem. Whatever, come in. And like, you know, the coach was like totally excited to meet Jay Wright. And then I walk in and he's like, wait, you're not the, and I'm like, happens all the time. I'm like, I'm going to be your best friend now.
That's awesome.
So it's funny things like that. So often, You know, when I want to make a reservation at a restaurant, I might say Jay Wright.
Jay.
But like if I'm calling somewhere and I'm like, oh this is Jay Wright. No, not that Jay Wright. But it's been great. You know, it's funny to have a name with someone who does so well in the area, who's brought so much joy to the people from Villanova. Yeah, so it's cool. I don't mind it. I don't mind sharing a name with someone like that.
How many young Chris Elwoods out there has life been ruined just because they had the same name as you?
That's a good question.
Yes.
That's
we
a
should try to
phenomenal
find
question.
out. Why don't you guys tell us after you subscribe to the show?
Yes.
Why don't you write us a comment saying how I ruined your life? My dad thought I was Ryan Reynolds on his first TV show. They did Two Guys, a Girl, and Pizza.
Yeah.
I thought that was
He
you.
called my mom and was like, "Chris is on the show and he didn't tell us."
That's great.
And I don't think I look anything like Ryan Reynolds.
Well, listen, if you're going to be confused with someone, Ryan Reynolds is a
Yeah,
great person.
Yeah, because the original thought I was Danny DeVito on Philadelphia. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So that's funny that you brought that up.
Thank you, Jay. No one ever tells me something's funny.
And this is not rehearsed, but my lovely wife, her father.
She looks like Danny DeVito?
No, her father
Is Danny DeVito.
owns Patty's Pub.
Oh, how funny is that?
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he's the owner of Patty's Pub, and he is Frank.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So you know the guy who wrote the show, Rob McElhenney, used to come in there all the time. Yeah, so it's just it's a funny segue. See that? You know that? See, that was not rehearsed.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
So is he? Does DeVito do him justice? Is he the same guy? or-
I think there's some similarities between the two.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's like truly based on him, but name, bar, and some similarities. It's pretty
That's
funny.
a funny show.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
don't
I love
watch
it.
every episode, but every time I watch an episode,
Yeah.
I my took us off.
it's smart. It's smart
Yeah,
TV.
very smart. Actually, it's like the younger comedy scenes and the dynamic of the characters is like a younger Seinfeld.
Yes.
Right? A more raunchy, younger Seinfeld.
Yeah, you can tell they've been friends for a very long time.
My favorite episode that I always mention is when they smoke crack. I just thought that was a great episode. They're like, let's try it.
We should do
That's
that.
so bad. Well, I thought you were on crack right now. You said you were smoking crack this morning.
Well, you know what my favorite episode is?
Tell me.
It's the show, the Somebody Show, because you guys are like a young, like Johnny Carson and everything. Man,
Yes,
I will tell you right now,
yeah.
like this is a show I'd love to come back on.
I always describe this to people when I'm trying to convince them
Yeah,
to come on the show.
yeah.
So you know the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, right?
Yeah.
This is like a homeless guy who's trying to do the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And,
I think you're up there. I think this has the potential to be one of the greatest talk shows of all time.
we just think that somebody's like you deserve a voice.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Come on and feel like you're on a talk show.
Yeah.
Now, eventually we'll have like 100 people out there
Yeah.
watching in the studio audience. But,
You
get
know
a
what you
bigger
could
garage.
do is you could also get like when your guests come, you can get people who when someone goes to the bathroom, the seat fillers.
oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. So we need an audience and seat fillers.
Yeah,
And just blow out this back wall.
I think that's
right?
possible.
Yeah.
So speaking of seat fillers, I was a seat filler once.
Were you really?
And
Where?
it was
For what?
it was one of the best jobs I ever had.
Okay.
I got paid absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys watch WWE wrestling, but I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah, I like WWF.
No,
Like
yeah,
the old
the old version.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so Buddy and I get a call from a friend. And he's like, "Listen, we need seat fillers to go to the Royal Rumble down in Philadelphia." And we're like, "Oh, of course, we'll gladly do this." Right?
So they couldn't sell enough tickets? Is
No,
that-
they sold enough tickets, but our job was if someone went to the bathroom
Gotcha.
to run and sit in their seat, so the
Okay.
stadium always looked full. They do it at the Oscars, they do it at all these different people, but I think they get paid, right?
Yeah.
So like like Chris Elwood goes and sits next to Ryan Reynolds, and the camera scans. They're like, look at the twins,
Yeah.
right? So for us, it wound up being one of the best nights ever because we were seat fillers, but we were like on the floor, but where the camera wasn't. So when people got up, they were like, "No, you don't need to go anywhere." So we never moved.
So you
we
never got on camera?
We never got
So
on
you have
camera.
that in common with Chris?
Yes.
Wait.
So it was perfect. It was an awesome time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love being a seat filler.
What
so I
year
will
was
seat
that?
fill here. Probably like 8 years ago, 9
Okay.
years ago. But I will gladly seat fill here.
Okay.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, right now we have two back there.
Yeah. And they're empty.
We always tell you saw the thing on the email. Like we always invite
Yeah.
Please, yeah.
guests. Like hey, do you want to bring somebody? If you don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah.
We had one sit there begrudgingly the last episode.
I don't know.
You think you begrudgingly?
I think it's because it was snowing. He didn't want to be here. I mean, I don't even want to be here half the time. So
I can hear you there. Yeah.
But I had a question for you.
Oh, sure.
I do. With these
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah. All So very serious question because it's a serious episode. What are your thoughts on spandex?
Spandex.
Well, he's a wrestling fan.
As I am a wrestling fan, and I will tell you that
He's wearing spandex?
I'm not ashamed to admit it. In the 80s, as a kid,
Yeah.
I did rock some spandex. and not only did I rock spandex, I had like the bright color shirts that I would wear with them because that was the style.
It was my advice.
It was the style.
All that
Yeah.
color, all that color, absolutely. I
Yeah.
love it. I am wearing 10-year-old spandex right now.
Wait, I thought you were wearing 10-year-old underwear.
Over the underwear.
Yeah.
It's really awkward look. If I took my pants off right
Yeah.
now, you'd see the wrinkles under the
Yeah,
spandex, right? Because when I first tried, this is way too probably personal right now. My mom bought me some spandex shorts.
Okay.
And I put them on. And as everyone probably knows, spandex is very revealing.
Right.
Like whatever,
Yeah.
whatever's below the spandex,
Right.
you're getting an idea of what's there.
Yes,
Right?
very much so.
I was a 10-year-old, 9-year-old boy and wasn't comfortable with it.
Right.
So I put on underwear. And it reveals everything. So you got the underwear wrinkles.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
Well, you know what? A lot of athletes still do that, though. They're not called spandex anymore.
Lycra?
They're called compression shorts.
Compression shorts, okay.
Right? But
Yeah.
it's really just
It's
spandex.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Isn't Lycra also another version of spandex
yes,
or compression?
I believe so. But women wear spandex all the time. They're just
Thanks.
called yoga pants.
I got
Oh,
and
when I wear them, I
leggings.
get
Yeah.
compressed, looking like a Ken doll. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a big fan of spandex.
All right, good. All right, so that's my first question.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you have a childhood story? It's a crazy childhood story.
No.
Share with us?
Well,
No, he doesn't have one.
no.
So
Let's put him on the spot like that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, crazy childhood story. I didn't fall down steps or anything. I can remember.
Did you
But you remember
push
it,
down?
yes.
Oh, was I pushed?
Sean's parents did. Killing's parents did not push him.
No. I don't know. I had a great childhood. My parents are great. I think one of my
I did too, by the way.
yeah, I love it.
Sean did, and Sean had a great mom, dad.
That's why he's in the world as a jerk.
Yes.
Right?
There you go.
Full circle.
Well, he's the sweetness of his mom and the jerkiness of his
Oh,
dad.
so look, that's why he's able to be here.
We're diving deep into Sean.
Yes, have at it.
Crazy childhood story. I don't know. I had a lot of good moments.
A good producer would have asked him this before the episode.
I think one. Okay, so great childhood moment is. Okay, you guys ever hear of this Michael Jackson?
The football player?
Yeah, the wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Right. So back in like 1980s, he was on the Victory Tour. Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 were doing the Victory Tour, and probably one of my greatest moments ever is I get to go. And my family takes me. And at this point, like I'm walking around the house. I got, I'm wearing the loafers. I got the sparkle socks. I got the glove. Anything that's Michael Jackson related, like I'm probably wearing it like kids dress up as superheroes, right?
Yeah.
And I'm walking around the house going, hee-hee, right, and like doing the dance and all that stuff. So like this is like the moments in my life. And my parents surprised me. They take me to the Victory Tour, and we go and we have like really good seats, and we're watching it, and it's awesome. We're having a blast. And then my mom turns around and goes, "You know what? It was such a good time. We're going to go again." And I was like, what? And she's like, "And we're going to sit on the floor."
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like I get to see Michael Jackson and we get to sit on the floor." And there was a part in it. And like, I'm like one of those kids, if there was a video, I'm probably one of the people like crying. And Michael Jackson hits Billie Jean and he's singing and he's going nuts and the place is going wild. And Michael Jackson takes his hat and he flings it into the crowd. I didn't catch it. Right. Such a buildup, but I didn't catch it. It ends up like 4 or 5 seats over, and like I'm like, and like it was like a melee for this hat.
Sure.
But like just those types of moments, like
Just be thankful you weren't one of the 5 kids that got called backstage.
Producer didn't like that joke.
Allegedly.
Oh, Michael.
But it was it was phenomenal. Like that's just one of the many childhood stories I have. But that one stays with me because like as I rate like concerts and stuff, and people say, "What's your
You're
best
still
concert?"
the biggest star ever, right?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, the
Easily. I
think so.
biggest star.
Worldwide,
Yeah.
nationally,
I
think so.
I don't think there's anybody that even
No.
compares it. It's
Definitely the most famous.
Yeah, and it was just such a production. So like when people often ask me like my top 3 concerts, Michael Jackson, that Victory Tour is number 1, and number 2 on the list is Prince.
Okay. Oh, I can
Yeah,
imagine.
Prince was great.
Great
Yeah,
showman.
yeah. I mean, it was all about the show. And I don't even think he was Princeton. I think he was just like a bunch of
symbol.
letters.
Symbol,
Yeah.
yeah,
symbol.
the symbol.
It was cool.
Formerly known as.
Yeah.
At the same time you were at the Victory Tour concert, my mom took me, and this is a true story, it's not a joke. I'm not like this, like, hey, I'm gonna make a zinger joke and prepping people. It's a new thing. This is not a joke. This is real.
Okay.
My mom took me to see Eddie Murphy Raw.
Oh,
in the
no
theater.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was one of my like informative moments.
Yeah.
I love Eddie Murphy. And,
Eddie Murphy was fantastic. You know, it was funny. Someone asked him, could you do Raw now? And he was like, no. He's like, no.
He'd be canceled.
He's like, I can't do that. He's like, those jokes, no.
His SNL monologue.
Yeah.
Recently, did you see that one? Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Go watch that.
Who's America's Dad now?
You're right, right?
Oh,
I love it.
God.
He was great. That whole bit with in that movie where Eddie Murphy gets a call from Bill Cosby.
Yes.
And Bill Cosby's like yelling at him. And he calls Richard Pryor, and Richard Pryor's like response is fantastic.
Brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, such a great time.
I love it. Well, awesome, Jay. It feels like we again could
Yeah.
continue talking.
Yeah, no
and
worries.
It also feels like it's only been a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But I think our time has elapsed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And we are. I'm too. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
He said he wants to come back.
Yeah, I mean, like, now that I know where it is
Yeah.
and to set up the studio.
We keep saying we want to have guests back.
Yeah.
And we may start getting to the point where no one wants to be on the show.
We're gonna
So
need
we
to have
only
guests back.
Be able to get people that could come back.
So, like, I kind of want to get to a point where I'm like a guest that's here so many times that, like, I get like a jacket.
Yes.
Almost
A
like they do on
jacket.
Saturday Night
Yes,
Live.
yes.
You know, when there's like
The
a
gold
five-time
jacket, yeah.
five-time host.
Well, you're gonna get a T-shirt.
Oh,
so
yes.
Let's start with that. Which way to look at it? This way. All right. Figure it out. All right. So we've started giving these T-shirts out.
Oh, fantastic.
So you are somebody for life now.
Can I hold this up here?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Can I just say, if you're somebody, you should subscribe to the show?
Hey, thank you.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, there you go.
If you know somebody and you want to
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Say like, "Hi, my friend he has huge feet. He's a really short person.
Yeah.
You should have him on the show." I don't know. Is that would that be a good somebody?
I mean,
No, I think anybody's a somebody.
Anybody. It doesn't have to be a weird kind of
Yeah.
body thing that I just made someone feel awkward about now after watching the show. And one of our 15 viewers is like, I have really big feet.
That's why my feet have been hidden under the shirt. That's my bad.
Well, you know, Chris got rid of the foot camera that he had a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, I
So
did,
thankfully,
I appreciate that. But I've been hiding my feet because I knew Chris was going to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Oh, those are solid.
That's an old dirty boot there. I usually wear my red Vans.
Yeah,
Tops. I
yeah.
forgot them this morning.
So-
I figured I'd throw these on.
Part of those boots is for his hoarding.
yeah, exactly.
That's how he goes through everything.
I will not throw them
He
away.
puts the boots on to go find what he needs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jay, this is awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Good
having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Oh,
Yeah, I'm a handshake
Always
guy.
so
Yeah.
awkward
Yeah.
these
We'll
days.
be right back after this commercial and tell your mom that you love Jay Wright.
The American Eagle. Goodyear's symbol for its all-American kind of radial tire. Goodyear is committed to product innovation. We introduced rayon cord in tires. We created the polyglass tire and the polysteel radial. And now the American Eagle with belts of Flex-10 cord instead of steel. Flex-10 is made from a flexible man-made aramid fiber that's pound for pound stronger than steel.
The tire for America. The American Eagle. The tire.
We're back.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, should we not be back?
No,
Is it okay?
We're back.
All right, we're back.
It's done.
That was awesome. Jay's great.
Yeah, Jay is great.
Yeah, I was just saying off there. The only thing I might be good at is picking guests.
You've done a wonderful job.
I'd like to give myself credit. You know,
Yeah.
my wife doesn't give me enough credit. You know, I'm always.
I know what
begging
that's
her.
like.
Yeah. It's just that they feel like if they give us too much credit, we're gonna get big heads. We'll get a little overinflated.
I was gonna say I can't afford to get any
keep
bigger.
keep us down.
Yeah.
No, Jay was great. That was awesome.
Yeah,
I think I'd like to have most of our guests back. There's one or two of them that I wouldn't have back.
Which one?
No, I can't say. They'll hopefully watch every episode and they'll hear me say that and they're like, was I the person who doesn't want to have back?
Okay.
That was a toast at my wedding. I was like, I'm really happy to have all of you here except you, the one person you know who you are. Give all my wedding guests a complex. Did you not like me? Yeah. I only had like 15 people at my wedding, so it's like this show.
Yeah.
Speaking of 15 people watching this show.
Yes.
Richard Linton, our guest that we had a couple episodes ago.
1,100 views.
1,100 views.
And he has no idea how. Like, I thought maybe he shared the hell out of this video.
And our next highest viewed show
Like
was
300.
Pete, I think, at like
Yeah,
300.
300,
Right?
yeah.
Like we're good around 100. Like we're good for 100 views for most episodes. I think
Right.
every episode we've done has at least 100 views.
We watch it 3 times at least each of us. So there's 9.
I guess that does. Yeah, so maybe,
And then,
maybe
you know.
80 individual, maybe
Yeah.
not even.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1,000 views. And you know the person who didn't get a lot of views that we were both shocked about?
Dave the plumber.
Dave the plumber. Yeah, the Star Wars guy with
Star-
the we had the Mandalorian helmet and everything.
He had
I
all
thought for
these,
sure.
he had all these followers
Yeah,
on his
Twitter.
social media, and he's on a
Yeah.
nothing, 0.
Yeah.
Not a letdown at all, Dave.
No, geez, Dave. Come on. Maybe if we have him back.
I think part of the problem is he doesn't watch the show, so he didn't tell his friends to watch it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
I don't
not
watch his show either, so
Yeah,
that's fair.
Fair enough.
That's
It all,
fair.
it all,
It's
and you
reverse
actually are
reciprocation.
a Star Wars geek, so you have no reason not to watch his show.
No, yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. Do you think we're done?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, you're really big on the likes. You want people to like, share. Yeah, you can also
Well,
strike me.
dislike, and
Dislike, like, but definitely subscribe. And we talked about this like 5 or 6 episodes ago. Take your mom and dad, your grandmother's, your whoever's phone, your coworkers, your boss, get their phone, go to our channel, hit subscribe, and put it away. They'll never know unless they're surfing YouTube and they're like, "Oh, that's a channel. I've never seen that. Oh, well, I guess I'll watch it."
delete.
No, I see you're negative. I'm positive. They're gonna watch it. Come on. Who won the episode?
Wow, we're still doing that, huh?
I mean, beat the dog until it cries.
Well, we can bring the dog in here and do it if you want.
That's a horrible thing to say. I just said we're talking about punching babies and beating dogs. This is where the show has
I
devolved
like it.
onto.
I like it, man. I like how I poisoned the well.
I'm telling you. So
You won.
no.
I won.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's how it goes. I think that's our show. We do love you all, and we're all somebody, and we can't wait to meet you all.
This is too many alls.
We're going to talk about it. We'll figure it out eventually, but I think it's right.
If only we could have like a teacher on,
Oh yeah.
like an
We should talk
educator.
to one of them.
Yeah. See if they
We'll
could tell us
diagram the sentence.
the grammar.
Yeah.
The grammar aspect.
All right, that's it. We're going. Bye.